Okay, everybody, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Project Zomboid. Today we're going to be trying something out a little bit different. I'm going to be commentating or narrating over my gameplay. This is already recorded gameplay that I recorded a few days back, and I'm just now finally having the time to be able to narrate it. So, where we left off, I believe I found a few maps that showed me places where I needed to go. I believe it was Louisville, some other place. I don't exactly remember the names of the places, I'll be completely honest with you. But, yeah, here we can see I've decided to try and go, I believe, northeast to try and get to one of the cities or to other buildings. Because where I was there completely was not one of the safest areas. If you watched the last video, you'll probably have seen that. But here I am, sneaking through the forest, just trying to get to places. So, the thing is, I already recorded all the audio for this video. It was already all recorded and stuff. But, yeah, YouTube decided to do something, I guess. I don't know if it was a fault on my end or a fault on YouTube's end. But, the entire audio of the video, like all of my narration and the gameplay audio, just got completely, I guess, demolished, to put it lightly. So, yeah. I've just had to find the old recording of the video without my narration, and then, just narrate over it again. Here we can see my guy's a little chilly, in minor pain, probably because of that laceration on his arm. Chilly because he's only in a t-shirt, which I pointed out with my cursor not too long ago. Found myself a little zombie wandering around in the forest. My guy gets a little panicked, but it goes away. Gets replaced with him being hungry. Shove that zombie to the ground, and I dispatch it. Dispatch it cleanly in 4 hits with my meat cleaver. Didn't really have anything I wanted on it. So yeah. They'd had a leather jacket, which I could have worn if it wasn't bloody and worn. Would have helped with the chilliness, but I didn't want to get an infection or anything like that. I don't know if that's in this game, but I just didn't want to get an infection. Decided to take a quick peek at my map, see if I was headed in the right direction, and I was. I was trying to head to the few buildings that were just a bit more north than I was at the moment. So I just kept sneaking through the forest, hoping to make my way there. I eventually came across a house with a zombie and a swing set in the backyard. Adjacent or parallel to the house was another house with a fenced-in area around it. Pushed the zombie in the backyard to the ground, began hacking at it with my meat cleaver, and cleanly dispatched it in just 2 hits. He had a bloody lumberjack shirt, which I took to try and keep myself warm, but I wouldn't put it on, not until I'd washed it. And to wash it, I entered the house. Decided to wash it in the kitchen sink. And then after washing in the kitchen sink, I began searching through the cabinets, just some food in there. Saw that it was wet after I washed it, which makes complete sense, honestly, if you think about it. Took some of the food that were in the cupboards, decided to take the grapefruit that was in the fridge. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to, unless that wasn't a grapefruit. In which case, you guys can make fun of me in the comments. Saw a car outside of the house. Now, one thing, if you're keeping a keen eye on things, or if you actually watched the last video, you'll notice I am 90% sure that I was already at this house. I am pretty dang sure that I already went through everything here, went through the car, went through all of it. But one thing in the car that I did find that I wanted to keep in the trunk, and you'll see very shortly. There was one thing in that car that I wanted to keep. Oh, I guess you'll see after my bad narration. Yeah, all the doors were open in the house, so I currently am like 85% sure that I already went through this house. But, yeah. The lumberjack shirt that I wanted to wear was still wet, so I decided to keep exploring the house, making my way into the bathroom and grabbing a quick, and filling up the water bottle that I found in the car and grabbing a quick drink from the bathroom sink. I decided to keep looting the house, just to take a quick peek around. Locked both the doors. Decided that I would, I guess, stay here for a while. Then immediately left, despite the door being locked. And then took a quick peek around my surroundings. So yeah, right there. There's another house with a broken-in door. Although that one might have been from the zombies, since it is completely broken down and not opened. This house had a door that was left open. Those ones are just zombies. Coming from the house adjacent, a zombie hopped over the fence, and then I just started hacking away at it with my meat cleaver, quickly putting it down in just 3 or 4 hits. It didn't have anything I wanted to take, so I took another glance at my map to see where I wanted to go, and then I saw a little green thing that I thought would be pretty cool to go to, because I had no clue what it could be. I tried finding something to try and mark it on my map, but I didn't know how to do that at this point. I learned later on in the game, later on in the episode, if you're patient enough to watch that far. Hopped over the fence and made my way to the, and skipped the other house, instead hopping over its fence, trying to avoid traveling completely down the main roads. On the main roads, there are lots of groups of zombies, hordes even, that just travel down that main road. Here's another house that I believe that I was in. Completely open back door, all the doors in the house are open. Took another peek at my map just to see where I was, and then left that house, moving on to the next one. The next house had a dead zombie in the front, more evidence that I was already here. Although it seems that I didn't have the gall. Oh yeah, then I got the scare of my life. I completely forgot about that. Got the scare of my life, almost ended the entire run. All because of that. There was a zombie hiding behind the door in that house. And due to my amazing reflexes, I was able to press spacebar in time and saved the entire run. After hearing the quick little clamor and fight that happened in there, another zombie decided to approach from across the street, and then another zombie jumped through a window in the house, so I shoved one to the ground, hacked away at it, and then, taking no risks, waited until I got the other one to the ground and then hacked at it. I did not want to get too focused on attacking just one and then have the other come up and bite me. That just seems like a really stupid way to die, because it's a way that I've died in the past. I'll admit that. Down the street, I saw another large group of zombies, and another one crossing the trees into the yard to try and get to me. I, however, was not up for the fight. I didn't want it to attract the attention of the massive horde, and then I get overwhelmed, surrounded, and eaten. I saw this big building, which I thought was a school, I guess. Tried to pry open a window, it was locked. Went to the next window. Went to the next window and then tried to pry that one open. That was also locked. And then I saw a zombie through the window, and then I realized that whole place is probably filled with zombies. I then decided to not even go anywhere near it. There was a dead zombie in the middle of the road, but I'm not risking it because that thing might be alive. My guy was still getting pretty hungry, and I was about to cross the street before I saw another huge horde of zombies just standing in front of a house. This zombie in the middle of the road that started clambering toward me, I decided I would take down, quickly shoving him onto the pavement and then starting to hack away at him with my meat cleaver. Quickly put him down in just 2 or 3 hits. He had something that I took. I didn't. This is amazing narration. I'm so sorry. He had something that I wanted to take, so I took it. Hopped through a window into a house, and then closed it, and then closed the curtains behind me so that no one would know that I was in there or follow me in. Inside the closet of the room that I jumped in was an M14 rifle. Now, I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to take this rifle, because I knew that guns are awful in this game. Or rather, not that they're awful, but you have to be pretty late game to be able to effectively use them. And I am still incredibly early game, so I can't really use them very well. Because guns make noise, as you probably know. Mr. Obvious over here. Guns make a lot of noise. And that would just attract more zombies. And that gun didn't come with any ammo. Decided to stop in the bathroom, get a quick drink, and fill up my water bottle. Then I started searching through the cabinets. Found the fish fillet, freshly cooked. Decided to eat half of it on the spot. Just put the rest in my pockets for later. Found more canned foods, but still no can opener. There was a kitchen knife that I didn't want to take because my meat cleave was better. Nothing good in the fridge. Stopped by in a little supply closet. Saw some pretty decent looking things, but nothing that I really wanted to take. My guy was over encumbered at this point, so I just glanced at my inventory looking for anything that I could. Anything that I could get rid of to reduce his encumbrance. Found my way into another bedroom with some dressers or drawers that I just couldn't open. Then decided to read my Riverside map so that I could learn where that location was. I also might have found a map like that already in the last episode. I really don't remember. Decided to drop it on the ground because it was just useless weight at that point. Then got the second scare of my life by a zombie at the front door. I knew that I heard a noise there, and I realized that I had overstayed my welcome, so I hopped through the kitchen window, ran past a little horde of zombies at the next house. Just ran past them, saw that my guy got exerted at an awful time, and then made my way into another house, a much larger one that was just about diagonal to the last house. None of the lights were on in the house, which I don't think I realized at the time. Closed the curtains so that the zombies wouldn't see me if they did decide to follow me. Then I started checking the bookshelves. There were a few books, like a fishing book, some magazines, comic books, things like that. Just general skill books that would help me grow my skills or XP multipliers. Found myself a crowbar and a hammer. I decided to take the crowbar. Give it a second. I decided to take the crowbar, realizing that in a logical sense, a crowbar is much better than a meat cleaver. But in the game, damage-wise, they're just about pretty much the same. Checked a bedroom that had some bunk beds, closed the curtains, but other than that, there really wasn't anything in there that I wanted to take. Saw another window, closed the curtains on that one. Found the back door and locked the back door. Didn't check the grill. My biggest mistake of the entire series. Didn't check the grill. Checked the bathroom. Found a bandage and a bottle of disinfectant, which I took both. Kept looting the house, making my way into the kitchen, where I found a broccoli and a lime. Just more kitchen knives and another meat cleaver I didn't want to take. And just general food stuff. Tried to close the curtains on the kitchen window, but they were just unclosable. I guess whatever gods there are, the Project Zomboid gods didn't want me to close that curtain. Checked the rest of the kitchen out, didn't really see anything cool. Drank half a juice box, or that might have been an entire juice box. Saw that my guy was exerted, I think tired and super encumbered, because he had way too much on him. Saw that his bandage was dirty, so I removed that and changed out for a clean one. Really don't want my guy dying here. I'm doing whatever it takes to keep this man alive. Saw a room that I didn't explore yet, so I just stopped in there, checked out the dressers, and I saw a revolver with ammo. Originally I was going to take it, but then I thought to myself, a revolver isn't going to be any better than the rifle that I already have. Sure, it had more ammo, but I mean, come on, it's a revolver. What's the best they can do? Put down one zombie with, I think, 2 or 3 bullets probably? Because my guy has 0 experience in shooting. He would not do well. Especially with just a revolver and a few boxes of ammo, he would die. With all the zombies that he would drag in, it would be over for him if he ever used that revolver. Decided to close the curtains in that bedroom. After washing myself in the bathroom. Started looking through my inventory, and I decided that I would try and put my M14 rifle Okay, I decided that I would put my M14 rifle on my back. And then I put my key on my keyring as well, hoping that that would reduce... Oh, I ate an entire grapefruit before I did that. Sorry. I ate an entire grapefruit, saw that my lumberjack shirt was finally dry, so I put that on to help keep myself warmer, since it is pretty chilly out. Decided to take a seat on the ground, and I started reading. I started reading Fishing Volume 1. Make myself better at fishing, I suppose. Any skill, because I mean, once power goes out and refrigerators stop working, food starts spoiling. I'm gonna need a renewable source of food. That's gonna be farming, fishing, trapping. So those are the books or the skills that I really needed to prioritize at this point. The second most important would probably be carpentry or a few others that would help me just survive, build, anything. After reading, it was about 8 o'clock. Finished off the fish fillet that I found that day. Then after that, closed the bedroom door, and I fell off to sleep. Waking up at about 6:50, I left the bedroom, dropped my meat cleaver on the ground since I realized that I wouldn't be needing it anymore, tried to put my crowbar on my belt, and then realized I had to equip it in both hands. And then I had myself a much more effective weapon. Filled up my water bottle in the bathroom sink. Got a quick drink in the bathroom sink. Removed my dirty bandage. Saw that my wound was now infected, so I disinfected my wound with some alcohol wipes and then put on a clean bandage. Then I washed my dirty bandage in the bathroom sink. Disinfected the now clean bandage, and I decided that I would leave this house. After checking my map, I saw a quaint little place that I decided that I would want to visit next. And then I saw how to mark things with your map. Realized I needed a pen, so I just grabbed one from the bookshelf, opened my map again, and then I marked the house where I wanted to go with a little star. Now, one thing that I didn't realize at the time that I do realize later on in the video, those are permanent. You cannot get rid of that mark. And then I very foolishly, after foolishly marking that, I suppose, I saw that the house I wanted to go to was literally just across the street. So I left that house, snuck my way over there, got spotted by 2 zombies who were crossing the street or something. So before I engaged with them, I decided to scan the area to see if there were any zombies that would catch on to what I was doing over here. You know, slaughtering their friends. I don't know if zombies can have friends, but I slaughtered them. You better believe it. Lured them over by the side of the house so that they wouldn't get spotted. However, before I do that, doubled back, pulled out had my crowbar on the ready. Then, just to test something, pulled out my M14 rifle and I took aim. And then decided not to fire any shots because I realized how stupid that would be. Got my crowbar back out. Zoomed in for a better cinematic angle. Started shoving them to the ground. One of them went on the ground in 1. The other one in 1 shove. The other went down in 3. Got both of them on the ground at the same time. Then I started clobbering. Pushed the other back on the ground. Clobbered it. Neither of them are dead yet though. That's one of them dead. And then from across the street wandered in a 3rd zombie. Clearly wanting to join the fun that I was having over here with the other 2. Shoved it to the ground in 1 clean shove. 2 crowbar bashes later and it was a goner. None of them had anything that I saw that I wanted to take. So then I just paid more attention to the fourth zombie crossing the street to try and eat me after seeing all the fun I was having with the other three. As it approached, I shoved it to the ground, and then dispatched it with one clean crowbar hit. Paused the game because that was a really intense fight. I remember that. In-game, that was a pretty intense fight. My bad, didn't realize I paused it for that long. Saw that there was a fifth zombie right across the street in the next house adjacent to the one I was in. And then I decided that I would enter this house. Locked the door behind me, and then I started checking the kitchen. Didn't really see anything of use, so I got a quick drink from the kitchen sink, and I filled up my water bottle. Saw a load of cans, but still no can opener, which I've been told in the comments by a very nice commenter and a close friend of mine, that the can opener is the most important item in the game, and the game refuses to give me one. So I went around checking the rest of the house, saw a ton of books on a shelf that I would probably get around to reading, unless I didn't, either or. Checked the bathroom, didn't see anything I wanted to take, so I decided to head to the upstairs of the house. Heading upstairs, I saw 4 doors that I could open. I decided to go with the closet door. In there, I found another crowbar and a hammer. I then left that room, going to the one right across the hallway from it, checked the dresser, saw nothing of use, and then I headed back to the closet, because I had an idea. What if I could put my hammer on my belt? And I could, so now I had 2 weapons. If things went really astray and my crowbar somehow broke, I could just switch to my hammer. Or if I didn't want to use the durability, I could just use my hammer to dispatch them after knocking them down with the crowbar. I gave my guy a quick snack of a banana before dropping some watches that I had on the ground, because I don't really see a use for them, I guess. Put my key on my keyring. My bad, I said I did that earlier, but I guess I didn't. Put my key on my keyring. Just started looking through my inventory for more things to get rid of. Didn't really see anything that I couldn't get rid of right now. Went to the bathroom, found a painkiller. Found some painkillers and I took those. Also found some vitamins, but I really did not want to take those. Vitamins are one of the most useless items in the game. Okay, I guess story time for a minute. One of my old characters who I had before this guy, pretty much that character was how I learned that vitamins are useless. Vitamins say that they give you, that they reduce fatigue and give you back your stamina, but they don't. They don't do that at all. So yeah, that guy got eaten. But this guy, on the other hand, this guy's gonna live hopefully longer. I decided to go into the shed of the house, checking the shelves, and then I saw a hand axe, a weapon much better than my crowbar. Decided to throw it on my belt next to my hammer, and I had myself a new main weapon. To celebrate, I decided to drink, I think, a half gallon of milk, unless that's a quarter gallon, in which case that is still a lot of milk. Decided, chugged some milk as a victory for myself. And then I went back to checking the rest of the shed, seeing an empty gas can I didn't take, some hammers, leaf rake, rope, screwdriver, and nothing I could really use. I left the shed, checking out the neighbor's house. However, right across the neighbor's basketball court, I saw a little horde of 4 or 5 zombies. And I knew that not even I could take on those 4 or 5 zombies, not even with my hand axe and my crowbar. Went, I think, northwest-ish, and I saw a parking lot and a river, neither of which I decided I would mess with. I was going to go into the house right across with the basketball court, then realized what an awful idea that was. Because even if one of those zombies found their way into the house, I knew I would be doomed because the rest of them would follow. I realized that after I left that house, I left the back door wide open. So So I decided to close the back door, lock both the back and front door. Yeah, locked both the back and the front door. Then I decided to head back upstairs. After reaching upstairs, I made my way into one of the bedrooms. Forgot that I checked that dresser, apparently, and then immediately left. Oh, I checked my map first. I think right around here is where I realized that I can't get rid of that and that it's permanent. Yeah. That's really funny. Checked the bathroom again. Didn't really see anything I wanted to take. Don't know why I didn't take that adhesive bandage. That would have been really useful for me to take, actually. Went into the main bedroom, closed the curtains. Then I just sat down on the ground and I started reading. My plan was to finish my Fishing Volume 1 book. Try and teach myself how to fish. After I finished reading it, dropped it on the ground because it's just dead weight. Then I started reading Farming Volume 1. Because, like I said earlier, those are the two most important skills that I'm going to need to level up. Sorry if this is boring to anyone. Just let me know what you want to see more of in these videos. If you want to see more just grindy stuff that you just have to do in the game to do anything. If you want to see more action. Anything, really. You guys just tell me what to do, and I'll try my best to make it happen. My last video got a total of, genuinely, it got almost 70 views. That is insane. After my guy finished reading a book and a half in a single day, or in 2 days, whatever he did, I rewarded him with some chocolate chips and a chocolate bar. And then I sat on the ground and had him start reading again. After reading for a while, however, I heard a gunshot in the distance. And I was horrified by this. This gunshot scared the life out of me. So here I am, just fumbling around, scared out of my mind, trying to leave as fast as possible. Because those gunshots do attract zombies. I realize this. Or at least I'm 90% sure that they do. Because even in the settings of the game, there's those meta events, which are survivor gunshots or something like that. They draw in zombies. I've noticed that. It's a cool game. Really in depth. Really cool. Decided to check across the parking lot, see if anything was happening. Just saw 2 zombies sitting in there. They weren't really causing any harm, so I just left them to be. Probably not a smart choice. Probably should have dispatched them, but you know. Saw the horde in the neighboring house growing stronger. Pretty scary. But I didn't worry about it. Wasn't my problem to deal with at the time. Plus, I really just aren't. My guy really is not, I guess, strong enough to take that on. So I just checked around the surroundings of the house, trying to secure it, see if there's anything going on. Nice little surprise that I got after I made it a good portion of the way there. I saw a zombie sitting in a tree at the neighboring house. Started approaching the guy, figuring that he was finally way too close to where I was staying. Realized he could end my entire run while I was sleeping, so I just quietly approached the guy until he noticed me. Then I started dragging him back over to the house so I could quietly dispatch him, hopefully without drawing the attention of any of the other zombies. After 2 quick shoves and 1 clean hit with the hand axe, he was down. Now what I noticed was a certain tree shaking just a little bit right there. Don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but there was a shaking tree there. And that is what let me know that there was a zombie hiding in that tree. Boom, there he is. Now this one approached me pretty much the same way the other one did. I decided that I would take care of it in pretty much the same way I did the other one. Slowly dragged it across the lawn until it was in range, or far enough from any other zombies that it wouldn't draw them in. shoved it to the ground with one clean shove, and then one hit with the hand axe, and it was dispatched. Just did a quick sweep to make sure I didn't alarm anything. Realized I locked myself out of my house. And then I broke back into the house by just opening the window and jumping in. But just to go off on a little tangent here, I don't know who watched that video, my last video. I don't know which one of you amazing people, I suppose, watched it last, but honestly, just thank you. Whoever you are, I don't know your name. You'll never know. I'll never know your name. You'll never know my name, but just I thank you for just watching the video. Thank you. Genuinely, I really don't know what else to say. Honestly, I'm breathtaking. It's jaw-dropping, honestly. I couldn't believe it when I first saw that view count. But, yeah. If you guys just want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you do like it, dislike it if you disliked it. Really, whatever you guys want. It's all up to you, I suppose. But anyway, took my guy back to the bedroom, had him go to sleep after reading a quick book, woke up at 4:50 in the morning. I don't know why my guy decided to wake up at 4:50 in the morning, but he just did. I guess it was what he was dreaming of, waking up at 5 a.m. What a legend, honestly. I have to do it every day, why shouldn't he? Now, what I thought at first was that a zombie had broken into the house, because zombies usually wake you up really early. Or one of the only reasons why you wake up really early is because of zombies. Like they broke into the house or something like that. One time I tried to sleep in a car and that's what happened. Lost that character right there on the spot. But, yeah. I guess just to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Sincerely, honestly. Whoever watched my last video, thank you. Whoever's watching this video, thank you. I really do mean it. Thank you guys very much. Honestly, yeah. I know that this video was recorded a little bit differently, but if you liked this style of recording or if you prefer the old one, let me know in the comments. Feedback is very appreciated, especially when I'm starting this early on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.